Second place going to Andy Wright, baby.
Yeah. Check the dash. Let's go.
Good morning, YouTube. We had a night. We're here. SMS Motorsports. No, SMS Motor Speedway. That's it. Here for CMD round 1. And yeah, just woke up. It's early Saturday. Came out here for some testing yesterday. Made a bunch of changes to the car, so wanted to test them out, test the track, see. I don't know if I can get around it. I didn't like the gear ratio at all. I don't know if I'm even making it better by making this change, but last night I spent a good 2 or 3 hours swapping out the diff for my other gear ratio, hoping that that helps. With the other ratio, I wouldn't have been competitive at all. The car felt insanely slow, unpredictable, just not good. But with that being said, what we've been working on before that, leading up to this event, was cooling stuff. So as everybody knows, probably, I can't keep this car cool. And to be honest, I don't even think I fixed it, but we made a big change. So I haven't really posted anything about it, so you're about to get your first look at it. Bang! Not the Stanley. That's been installed already. But yeah, obviously we got a rear radiator set up. I went just completely new with everything because I wanted to eliminate any possibilities of anything old that I had causing an issue. So brand new radiator, brand new fan setup, 4,000 CFM, overflow tank, whole deal. Back half of the car, obviously. It does have a trunk. I took it off to hopefully make it run cooler. Didn't really help, but whatever. I will mount the bumper back on. I'll make it look like a car again, I promise. I just just doing some testing with it. So yep, car's back. It's working good when it works. It's just getting hot. So it is what it is. But lots of work went into this. Thanks to Daniel Neal at Coastal. Hit him up. Need any work done. But yeah, that's the diff that I changed out for the 293 gear ratio instead of the 315. I was trying to run this track in 3rd gear, and it was really, I don't know, not great. It was like I'm in between gears. This track, the way that it's designed, it's in between my 2nd and 3rd gear. So 3rd gear bogs, 2nd gear is bouncing off limiter like crazy. And I don't even know if this small change is going to help, but I had to try because there's nothing I can do. I'll be bouncing off limiter for sure. I just hope that I can control it enough to make it not look absolutely terrible and still be kind of fast. So that's what I had to do. We're probably only going to get like 2 laps at a time because the car still gets hot. I can't figure that out. I try. I've tried. Tried damn near everything. But yeah, so Saturday, baby. We out here. Try to get on the box. Show you guys, you guys have never been here actually, so I'll show you the track. Hang on. All right, so right there is the start line. You're gonna beeline it up to that corner there. That's your initiation point. Then it's the first outer zone, all the way over there. You're gonna transition back to here. There's your next outer zone right there. You can see it all chalked out. You're gonna follow that along here. Then you're gonna transition, and then your last outer zone, it starts right there. So you'll see it right there. It tightens up a little bit right there, and then it ends. So that is the layout. It looks like all outer zones. Cleo, fill in that outer zone. Atta girl. No, no, that's not. You're not supposed to cross the track like that, Clay. Oh, you wanted to run the bank. You said, Joe, make the track up here. I want to run the bank.
Waiting for my time. They tell me hit the handbrake, you're moving way too fast, but I'm stepping on the throttle, leaving panic in the past. Yeah, the weight is shifting the back end, stepping out. This is exactly what the breaking point is all about. You feel the tires slipping, you set up for the apex. Your only thought is this is gonna break next. The traction breaks, the whole world shakes. I'm letting go, I'm letting go. I'm leaning into this ride. When the world's out of control, I'm enjoying the slide. They see a loss of control. I see the only way to anchor my soul. Counter steer the panic, making something brand new. Counter steer the panic, making something brand new. I find my balance when I'm sliding right through. Check the rear view, the past is getting cloudy. Back to the engines running
All right, folks, that's a wrap for me for practice. I'm gonna call it quits right here while I'm ahead. I'm using a lot of tires today, so I gotta really conserve. I only have one brand new set, and the set that's on there right now that I just did a lap on. So I wanted to put a lap on these tires before I go out and qualify. That way they're run in, and I'm not gonna have any surprises on grip level and whatever else. So got a lap in them. I'm happy with that. I don't have a spotter here, unfortunately, because everybody's at MB Drift. But I feel like I'm filling the zones pretty good. I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. Car is good-ish. When I changed the diff ratio, that made it a whole hell of a lot better. I'm still popping and banging off limiter in second gear, but it's better than bogging in third gear, making it unpredictable and undrivable and really slow, to be honest. But car feels fast, tires are good, temps not great. A couple laps in, it'll get up there. I've spent some time just sitting on the grid, letting it cool itself down, and it seems to be doing that all right. Once it starts going down, it really kind of goes down pretty quick. It just takes a while for it to start going down. But I think we'll be able to manage. I might have to buy some more tires here because I'm running through a lot of them. But other than that, I've gotten a bunch of chase laps in that are pretty good here, and I'm blocking the camera. So I feel pretty confident. I mean, I've been able to hang with some of the higher horsepower guys. You know, I consider myself a little bit of an underdog, even though, you know, maybe you might argue with that. That's okay. But I consider myself that because the car is not quite at the level of some of these other guys. So we're gonna go out there, qualify, hopefully get in the show on the first pass. We don't want to do 2 laps and be at the bottom of the pack and have to face somebody crazy. I want to be at the front of the pack, so I want to get a good lead run, but I think I got my lead runs pretty well dialed. I know where to initiate. I know what to do now. Left foot braking like crazy. I'm good. I'm good now. I just got to be good when it comes time to do the thing under pressure. So that's the real ticket. So we'll see what happens. But other than that, car's ready to rock. So let's get after it.
Well, everybody, I zeroed my first qualifying run. Damn. I know why. You'll see it in the video. So I went up to initiate like I've been doing all day. Typically I'm used to another car being on the other lane. So in my head, I think what changed was I knew I had the whole lane and I didn't have to I wasn't gonna cut anybody off. So I actually went too far into the other lane and hit the damn rubber marbles that were sitting out there on the edge of the track. And what that did was it set me on my flick way hard this way. So it slowed me way down, angle stalled hard. And then when I came back this way, I was deeper, first of all, than I wanted to be. I was slower. I could not hold it into the zone. I blew it. It is what it is. Just gotta get the mindset back going and get up there for my second qualifying run and hopefully put down a score that'll get us in the show. There are more drivers than there are spots, so I gotta be on my shit, and this is the most nerve-wracking part when you're on the bubble. So 8 more drivers get in the show. I'm hoping one of them's me. So it is what it is. Let's just get in the show, and then from there, see where we go. All right, we'll get after it.
Thumbs up, and down the chute he goes. Andy Wright, that LS-powered E36. Tips it into outside zone number 1. Comes in a little bit shallow, but he adds in the angle, filling the rest of that zone. Making the stretch into outside zone number 2. Filling, coming up a little bit shallow to the midpoint, but he's okay. No tires off. Still a scoreable run. Transitions into outside zone number 3. On the line. Running it out. Scoreable run.
All right, results are back. Scored a 73 on my second run. I'm sure you'll see it here. But it put me in 26, not great. Going up against Jacob Duncan, who is a great Formula Drift, prospect driver. Super consistent, super good driver. He's been here before. He does really well. He's in a borrowed car this time, so I'm not saying we're outgunned, but I mean, he's definitely a driver, so I got to be on my shit. So make sure the tires are good in the car and get lined up and see what happens. So let's get after it. Whoo, doggy. So we go in, he's leading first, I'm chasing first. You'll see the video, but he actually broke an alternator bracket, which sent his belt off, and he had no steering, basically no accessories whatsoever. So that's why he ended up going off track with me behind him. I was able to continue the run, finish it, no big deal. Then there was some kind of misunderstanding of some sort. He thought he was calling his 10-minute timeout, but everybody around thought that he was saying that he was out for good. I talked with him, and it sounds like he doesn't think that, he would have tried, but he doesn't think that he would have been able to fix it in time anyways. But regardless, there was a misunderstanding, but they sent me on the second run, thinking that he was down and out. So technically I got the win. There was a little bit of a miscommunication there and a little bit of a protest after the fact, but came down to they just gave me the win, and so I'm moving on to top 16, which I'm really excited about. But when I did my second lap, all of a sudden I was getting water, coolant spraying out of my hood, and so I panicked a little bit, naturally. Turns out it was just a hose from the steam port. It just got a little rip in it. So it was really an extremely simple fix, but maybe panic a little bit. Car's good. I'm good. I was really happy with that lead run, that second run that I did, even though it was on my own. Granted, the nerves were off, so, there's something there. But going into top 16, I think his name is Connor or Colin Francis or something like that. I don't really know him. I met him briefly, but yeah, so we'll see what we can do. He's got a stock 350Z, so I like our odds, but you never know. I fuck up all the time. But anyway, so yeah, we'll get after it. All right, top 16. So I come in to chase Colin Francis in his 350Z. Really happy with my chase here. We huck it in together. He runs a little shallow in outside zone 1, but I stayed right with him, using him as a moving clipping point, which I was really really happy about my chase here. Timed that transition a little bit wrong, caught back up. It was a little bit wonky, but stayed on his door. Nice transition through here, powered over, got nice and close, and we finished it up. Then switching around for my lead. I'm not entirely thrilled with my lead here. I ran shallow into OZ1. I readjusted to get out to the outside zone, and I'm going to be honest, I think I messed him up a little bit. We're going to speed right through this because nobody wants to see the same lap over and over again. But we got the win on that one. All right, into the top 8 with Talon in his 240 SX. We hook it in here. I'm chasing first because he was the higher qualifier. He did a couple of weird moves, but I had to chase and do the same exact thing. We transition right here, and the rest of the run I'm really happy with. I stayed right there at his quarter panel, and just nice proximity, good transition there. He checks up right here, but it allows me to get real tight and close, and we finish off the run. Going into my lead, we do the run up, huck it in, OZ1, pretty much perfect. I may have fallen in and out of it a little bit, but I ran the whole thing, which was really good. Transition nice, on the left foot brake, perfectly in this zone too. May have jumped out of it again for just a second there, but finished it off in the zone. One last transition. He's doing a nice job chasing me, to be honest. So this was a really good run, but luckily we did enough and got the win. All right, semifinals with Trevor Johnstone. So we go up on the run up, and something a little strange happens right here. He misses a shift and I back off, and that puts me way back. That's why there's not much proximity here, because now I'm playing catch up with a car that's faster than me. I don't think the judges saw that. I think it just really looked like I did a crummy chase job. But I was able to reel him back in. I'm not terribly far, but pretty much all in all throughout this run, I'm not happy with my chase. It was all due to that run up. I needed that because I'm lower horsepower than him for sure. Coming into my lead, this is where I think I really shined and earned that OMT, because I dialed this lead in perfectly. I was in the zone, stayed in the zone all through outer one. Now, granted, he's doing an awesome job chasing me. He's a great driver. I pulled a little bit of a gap on him on that transition here, but man, OZ2 running it out, transitioning back, OZ3. This was just a really, really clean lead run. Probably my best of the day, to be honest with you. So we ended up getting an OMT, and here we go. So I got a much better run up, a little bit tighter. I could have been closer. I kind of wish I was, but doing a nice job chasing him through OZ1. I think he was a little shallow there as well. Once he hits that transition though, man, he's so fast. But I was able to catch back up, which was really good. Got right back to his door. This transition for me was really special, but he choked up right there, and I ended up actually getting in contact with him. He wanted a 10-minute timeout to look at his car, which forced the judges' hands to make a decision on whose fault that was, and they sided with me, thankfully. So we did that timeout, and it was time for my lead run. So in theory, all I had to do was put down a clean lead run, and I had the advantage. So that's what I did. I think my lead run was pretty well dialed. Again, filled that outer zone 1, transition back, filled this one too, and he's doing a great job chasing me, and I think he knows that he has to be on me because of that disadvantage that he had. All right, it's the finals, baby, with Taylor Hull. So we go in. He's obviously much faster than me, so I got a really nice run up. I think I transitioned really well into outer zone 1 behind him. I tried my best to stay with him as best as I could. He's just, I mean, he's got more than double the horsepower I do. I transitioned really early right there because of the smoke. I couldn't see where I was at, so I wanted to get in front of it. And obviously that's going to look like a big mistake, but it is what it is. I was able to get on him on OZ2, and OZ3, he just left me in the dust. But all in all, I'm not terribly mad about that chase. And then we go up for my lead run. I know I got to do something crazy. I poured on too much angle, had to stall the car up, kind of get back sideways using the left foot brake. And pretty much I had a smile on my face the rest of the run because I knew that he had won it and I was just out there having fun. Obviously, he's buried under my door, as he should be. And we transition one last time and over the finish line for the end.
Don't fight the slide, leaning into it. Don't fight the slide, leaning into it. Enjoy the slide, enjoy the slide, lean into it.
Good morning. It is Sunday, the day after the event. Say hello to Cleo. I am just terrible with keeping up with the vlogs while the event is going on, especially when we get deeper into the competition, because your mind is just focused on competition, and you know things are moving really fast and it gets really hard to keep up with. So you'll see videos here, but a couple of updates. Went into top 16 with I think his name was Colin. Sorry if I forgot your name. He had a 350Z. We put down a pretty good chase. We chased him where he was at. He wasn't really filling the zones too well, but you know, we did the best we could and went down for a lead. It was okay, good enough. Obviously gave us the win. Then going into top 8, I had, and I'm sorry, I forget his name too. He's driving a 240, super nice guy. He was stoked because he got the win over John Narron in top 16. So he was on a high, and yeah, so we, you know, you're gonna take out somebody like John Narron, you got to be on your game. So went up to battle him. Everything went pretty well. Again, didn't feel like I did anything crazy bad or excellent, just right down the middle, and I was able to get out the win with that one. And then in top 4 I had Trevor Johnstone, good friend of ours. He's got the Mustang, the S550 Mustang. You'll see in the videos when I went to go chase him first, in the first set of battles, looks like he missed second or something like that. So it caught me off guard because I was accelerating and then had to decelerate because I thought something happened with his car, and I had to get behind him. Obviously, you can't pass the lead driver. So I decelerated, and then he was able to get into gear and accelerate, and he pulled a gap on me. And I don't know if the judges saw that. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day right now. So, but that's why he had such a gap on me on the first one for sure. And then went out for my lead. I was actually pretty happy with my lead there. I thought I did pretty good, and potentially that might be, and I don't know because I haven't talked to anybody, but that might be why we got it one more time, was because maybe my lead was better and then his chase was better, calling it one more time. Again, not entirely sure, just deducing that from what I saw from watching it back. So yeah, so we went into the one more time battle, and I was able to chase him a lot better this time. And then coming around to the final zone, he stalled up pretty hard and he didn't get on throttle in that zone. So I obviously was tucked in nice behind him, and we made a little bit of contact. It wasn't bad. We finished out the run, no big deal. But he wanted time to look at his car, which totally understandable. So it basically forced the hand of the judges to choose fault. And luckily for us, which I agree with, they put the fault on him for stalling up really hard and giving me basically nowhere to go. So that was good news for me because they give him his 10-minute timeout, and basically I have the advantage going into the next battle, and I get time to look at my car for free because he's looking at his car. So it ended up being a great situation. I didn't feel like anything was wrong with the car, but we took a look at it anyways. Shout out freaking OG Motorsports Park, man. Adam, AJ, Bailey, and special shout out to James Atkins too, because all of them guys were helping me out like you wouldn't even believe. Like the OG Motorsports guys, as soon as I pull in the pits, they had my car up in the air. They were freaking checking things out, checking the toe, doing all that stuff, man. I mean, we were like a serious team out there, and man, I appreciate it so much. And with James, he was able to let me borrow a set of wheels and tires when I got into the finals. So anyways, we get to the finals and we got Taylor Hull, and that's a tall order. Taylor Hull, pro driver, pro car. He's the fastest one out there. No questions, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's faster than everybody. He's always dialed, puts his car in the right places every single lap. He's impressive to watch, honestly. So I went into the finals with the biggest smile on my face, knowing that I was just happy to be there, and I probably wasn't going to win, and that's okay. Did I give up? No, absolutely not. I threw the kitchen sink at it. I put the tires down, the lowest PSI I've ever started with, and I gave it hell. I don't feel like he ran away from me too bad, which I'm pretty happy with. You know, being that he has probably more than double my horsepower. You know, obviously there was a gap. You know, it is what it is. But then I went out for my lead, and you know what? I'm pretty happy with my lead, except for the fact that I was really gripped up, obviously. So in my lead, you'll see I straightened up a little bit, and I think really it's not even the grip level that I was at. I think it was because I threw too much angle in the entry. I mean, I'm out there sending it in the finals. You know, I'm gonna do some gangster shit and hope it sticks. You know, it is what it is. Like, I wasn't mad about it. You know, whatever. So I threw a little bit too much angle at it. It caught me to kind of dive in on the inside of the zone, and I straightened up a little bit. It wasn't a full straighten though. So I just hit the left foot brake, and I was able to get the tail end back out crooked and into the zone. So wasn't too mad about it, but at the end of the day, he got the win. Stoked for him. Obviously, he wins all the time, and rightfully so. So just happy to be there, obviously, and we got second place, baby. So I'm on cloud nine. The way that I felt about my driving all weekend, I didn't feel like that would be possible, but we made it happen. One battle after another, that's all it is. You just take it one battle at a time and hope it works out for the best. So, yeah. And Taylor is not in the season points, so technically I'm leading the season points at CMD, and I don't know what the season points are at MB, where I didn't show up this weekend, but technically I was leading the points in two different organizations at one time. Some Connor Shanahan stuff right there. So, either way, great weekend. I'm happy. Another fun fact that you didn't get to see because I didn't put all the camera, but my car caught on fire right at the finals. Right when we pulled off of the line. I think I have a small oil leak, and it just dripped onto the header, made a small fire. No big deal. But yeah, just exciting stuff. But you know, I got a 4.5 hour drive home, and all smiles from here.